What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another EduTalks podcast episode that is exclusively available in Dotify.
In this podcast, we mainly talk about educational stuff, and for today's podcast episode, we will be talking about a physical education related topic. Partner, ano nga ba ito?
For today's podcast episode, partner, we will be talking about one of the most famous team sports, and that is going to be...
Volleyball?
Nadali mo, partner. Yes, we will be talking about volleyball for today's podcast. Ngayon, partner, could you give us a quick background about volleyball?
Oh, sure. Volleyball was actually invented in the year 1895 by William G. Morgan. Siya ay isang physical director of the Young Men's Christian Association in Holyoke, Massachusetts.
Oh, I heard nga rin na it was designed as an indoor sport for businessmen who find basketball too vigorous.
Yes, partner. And alam mo ba, volleyball was originally called Mintonet by Morgan? Until a professor from Springfield College in Massachusetts noted the volleying nature of play and proposed the name
Volleyball!
Right, partner.
I can't imagine it being called Mintonet. Like, di ba sa schools before, may mga times na we would play volleyball. Imagine saying, uy, tara laro tayo Mintonet sa friends mo. Well, now that I'm hearing it out loud, hindi naman siya gaanong awkward. Maybe we just got used to the name volleyball, partner.
Yes, partner. Maybe we just got used to the name volleyball nga. The name Mintonet sounds saucy kaya.
You're right. Now, moving on, I heard the rules were originally written by Morgan and printed in the first edition of the official handbook of the Athletic League of the Young Men's Christian Associations of North America in the year 1897.
Yes, partner, what you heard was right. Now, in the 1916 rules were actually issued jointly by the YMCA and the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or the NCAA. In addition, the first nationwide tournament in the United States was conducted by the National YMCA Physical Education Committee in New York in the year...
let's see. 1922?
Yes, partner. 1922.
Yes, got it. Furthermore, did you know, partner, na volleyball was introduced into Europe by American troops during the World War I? Yes. But now, enough background. Let's talk about the game itself. Partner, you go first.
Oh, sure, partner. Volleyball is a team sport played by two teams, usually consisting of 6 players on each side. The players use their hands to bat the ball back and forth across the court over high net. The goal here is to make the ball touch the court within the opponent's playing area before it can be returned.
Dagdag pa diyan, to prevent that occurrence, a player from the opposing team bats the ball up and towards a teammate before the ball touches or lands to the surface of the court. That teammate may then volley it back across the net or bat it to a third teammate who will then volley it across the net. A team is allowed to only have 3 touches of the ball before it returns to the other side of the net.
Grabe, partner, ha? Hearing that sounds intense na. What if seeing it in person pa kaya?
Yes, partner. Kapag in person mo siya napapanood, it's really nerve-wracking. Each rally is so intense that it will make you hold on to your seats talaga, like sobra.
Grabe. Now, moving on, I'm sure our listeners are already curious about how to play this game na. Diba, partner? But before that, let's watch an intense video of a volleyball match.
In the left back on these float service. They do.
Might well have been going wide, but it's played by Iran. Good up from Fernando as he gets that one in play. Better chance now maybe for Brazil. Good dig by Maroof. is a mega rally. And now it's free ball for Brazil. 4 attacking options, or they try to go. Brilliant! But it's kept in play, perhaps a little too. Pete Robinson.
Grabe, I told you, partner, that was so nerve-wracking.
Yes, partner, grabe. The video clip was so immersive and real. Grabe, I got goosebumps.
Now, with that clip being played, let us now get into a more detailed look into this game.
Right, partner. Let's start na. Volleyball requires a minimum of equipment and space and can be played either indoors or outdoors. The game is played on a smooth surface court with a length of 9 meters and 18 meters wide that is divided by a center line into 2 equal sides.
In addition, players of the game may not step completely beyond the center line while the ball is in play. A line from and parallel to the center line of each half of the court indicates a point in front of which a backcourt player may not drive the ball over the net from a position above the top of the net.
Dagdag pa dyan, partner, a tightly stretched net is placed across the court exactly above the middle of the center line, with its official net heights measuring from 2.2 meters for women and 2.4 for men.
Ang taas niya pala, partner. Now, let us talk about the ball naman. The ball used in this sport is around 260 to 280 grams and is inflated to about 65 centimeters in circumference.
Grabe, that feels like it's big para sa kamay ko, partner. Moving on, a service area traditionally 3 meters long. It is marked outside and behind the right 1/3 of each end line.
Pero diba they extended it?
Oh yes, partner. In the year 1996, the Olympic Games extended the service area to 9 meters, in which the service must be done from within or behind this area.
Okay, now that we are enlightened now with the infos about volleyball, let us now talk about the rules and tricks in playing this sport.
Welcome to this segment of EduTalks called Videocational Talks, a segment in which we show videos of the things that we are talking about in order for our listeners to understand our lessons in EduTalks effectively.
Just a quick disclaimer, we will not be mentioning all of the steps. We will just be mentioning some. The rest of the other steps and tricks will be mentioned in the next few more episodes of EduTalks. Now, without further ado, partner, let's start.
Okay, partner. The first step is the jump serve. By the name itself, the server stands at the back of the serving area. As the server moves toward the service line, the ball is tossed in front of and above the server. As the server leaps, the forearm rises to shoulder height and the striking hand is drawn back. At the peak of the jump, the striking arm swings quickly forward with the open hand, making contact with the ball out in front of the body.
We must also remember to observe the psychomotor coordination required to successfully execute a jump serve in volleyball, mga listeners. Next is the forearm pass. From the basic defensive position, which is knees bent, feet spread, 1 foot slightly in front of the other, the outstretched arms are brought together with the thumbs together and rotated downward. The ball is met by the forearms with a shoveling motion of the arms. The pass should be made with a flowing coordinated motion of the legs, body, and arm.
Guys, remember to also study the psychomotor coordination required to execute a forearm pass from the basic defensive position. Next step is the front set. The set is essentially a refined overhand pass. With elbows out, the hand should be raised to a position above the head. Palms should be out with fingers spread and thumbs down. The arm should extend to meet the ball with the pads of the fingers. The ball is directed upward and toward the spot where the hitter can make an aggressive play on it.
Ooh, here we must not forget to study the elbows out, hands overhead form of the volleyball athlete performing a set pass. The next step is the block. Positioned about an arm's length from the net and ready to jump, the defender follows the flight of the ball with hands raised. The defender moves towards the net and into a blocking position in front of the presumed attacker. The defender then jumps with both hands, breaking the plane above the net.
Remember to observe a volleyball defender jumping with both hands extended to block a presumed attacker's volley. And lastly, the dig. From the basic defensive position, which is knees bent, feet spread, one foot slightly in front of the other, the outstretched arms are brought together while the athlete lunges toward and under the ball in order to pop it back into the air with the hands or arms. If sprawling is necessary, the athlete follows through with a dive or a roll and quickly regains a standing position.
And the final reminder is to always observe the athletic coordination and flexibility required of a volleyball player to perform a defensive dig. And yay! That's it for today's EduTalk episode. Partner, did you have fun?
Yes, partner, grabe. Today was another episode filled with great information. I really had a lot of fun.
Well, I couldn't agree more on that. Well, till the next episode of EduTalks. This has been Jop
And Juliana. And this is the Jop and Juls EduTalks. Bye, guys.